Okay, so I'm trying to, you know what? I went on a little bit faster than I thought I was going to do, but welcome to my live. Hopefully, uh, you can hear and see me okay tonight. Almost about 6 o'clock in the evening. And I don't know, I thought I'd do something different and just stream, like take a walk and stream and kind of catch everybody up on what is going on with me. I haven't streamed on Not My Rabbit Hole in a while, and I don't know. I just thought it would be fun to come back, kind of catch everybody up on stuff. I'm waiting for the light to change here, so I guess I should be paying attention to what's going on. Wow, somebody's like yelling at me. I don't know, who knows? It's weird. I don't know who that person was. All right, so I'm kind of crossing the street here. Uh, my neighborhood is kind of pretty, and it's getting close. Like, I think it's almost 6 o'clock. I'm a little bit before 6, and this is the golden hour, like between 6 and 7, because the sunset starts at 7 o'clock here. And this is interesting. Let's do this. Hey! Hey! Yeah, that was interesting. Okay, so I guess they wanted to be part of the live stream. They knew that I had, the get up, the selfie stick, everything else that's going on. Yeah, I'm testing out. I have a little microphone here. It's called a DJ mini mic, and let me know if hi, Nick Will, welcome to the Not My Rabbit Hole live stream tonight. Yeah, so I thought I'd just kind of walk and talk if I can achieve that. Here's a bicycle coming on the sidewalk. We have bike lane. Well, I guess there isn't a bike lane here, but a lot of times. Hello. People are friendly here. People are friendly in Fresno. It's beautiful today. It's getting warm. So yeah, if you follow me on YouTube, I haven't been around because I was working on graduating. Oh, hey! Woo! Wow, lots of honks out here. Yeah, I graduated with high honors, magna cum laude. It was wonderful. It was a wonderful day. And the funniest part about it is my mom was able to come. My mom was like really super supportive. I might stop here for a second and be under this tree a little bit. My mom is super supportive, right? Oh, there's more people. Yay, Tanjiro! Wait, there's like people here that high honors, yeah. There's like, welcome to the show, welcome to the live stream. There's some accounts that I've never seen before, so welcome. I'm gonna just kind of like lean up against here for a second. This is like it's kind of a cool shot behind me, right? Sorta, yeah. Yeah, so I graduated. I have a little video up, but the thing that cracked me up the most was, well, my mom was able to come. My mom is 83 right now, and you know what? Like, oh, I don't know. Maybe like earlier this year, she said, she goes, you know what? I never thought I was going to live this long, and I guess I'm here to see you graduate. And it was kind of touch and go whether or not she was going to be able to come or not, because my stepfather is pretty ill. I mean, he has COPD, and she's taking care of him, and she got a service to come and take care of him for the amount of time. I graduated at like 10:15 in the morning, and she made it. There's a picture. I didn't put it up on YouTube or anything like that because I kind of wanted to keep her privacy, but there's no more keeping her privacy because she was so excited. And when I was like walking, right, when I had to walk into the auditorium, she was yelling my name out, like she was way up like in the stands. And at first I never really saw her, but I felt like she was yelling towards me. And then my uncle goes, "Terry!" And then I heard something, right? But she was so excited, and she had her camera and she was taking pictures and everything, that another TikTok person saw my mom. And of course, she's like a grandma. She was like, she did a TikTok video and she goes like, "Whose grandma is this? They are so proud of you. When you see them, you're gonna need to give them a really big hug." And I didn't even know that the video existed on TikTok until there was a girl that lives in the same apartment building that I do that goes to Fresno State. And she goes, "Your mom is on TikTok." And I'm like, "What?" And, at first, like, when, she's communicating with me through Facebook, and I'm thinking, okay, this is probably one of those, like, phishing links or something like that. And come to find out, it is my mom. She's in the thumbnail. And I'm like, oh my God, it's my mom, right? And it was so cute and so precious. And it was getting like over 9,000 hits. I'm like, oh my God, my mom's trending on TikTok. So I just wanted to share that with you, but it was really great. And so I wasn't able to do that much stuff on Not My Rabbit Hole for a while. But, I did get a degree in mass communications journalism. So I learned a lot of new tricks, especially with like podcasting too, as well as writing. And I also got hired as a senior reporter for the Collegian, which is the student paper at Fresno State, because I am going back next year. I'm getting an MFA in creative nonfiction. Oh my God, this place is beautiful. Let me show you. It's pretty, isn't it? Wow. See the things you can see when you take a walk? I don't know. I just got really bored with I know a lot of people use StreamYard and stuff like that, but all the panel stuff, it's like, get outside and look at stuff. Huh? How to make things a little more interesting. And this is kind of a pretty walk because there's like a lot of houses and trees and stuff and everything. So if you want to find me on other platforms, because I'm doing a lot of different things and I got plans for the summer. Oh, okay, so I did get hired as a senior reporter, and then I still have my tutoring job. So I'm going to do both those jobs, and I'm going for an MFA in creative nonfiction writing, and I'm super excited about that. With that degree, I could be a professor. I mean, I like to teach as well, but I really like journalism. Oh my goodness, I can't wait. And then, writing for the Collegian will allow me to build up my portfolio and keep going. So, I don't know, I feel like I ended well, and I feel different. I feel like I've got tools to move forward and make this channel better and do more stuff, more content that I really want to give to you. I don't want Not My Rabbit Hole to be a drama channel, right? There was a lot of drama going on with the usual suspects. A lot of things were said about me. Wow, outrageous. And I just didn't feel like responding. I just didn't feel like, and after I graduated, I had such a glow, such a happiness about the accomplishment. And, like you go through a phase and you want to think about what am I going to do? Where am I going? Reboot. And, I really just didn't want to. What's this over here? Looking around here. Oh, there's a park. Let's go to the park. Let's have an experiment. I've never gone down this part. I just, why give like your joy over to, massive negativity from people? And I've been thinking a lot about like, well, what do we create and why do we create it? Like, are we creating things that inspire people? Are we educating the public? What is it that you want to talk about, right? I was thinking about going back here on Not My Rabbit Hole. Well, the YouTube's a little bit different. I also have Not My Rabbit Hole on Spotify, which I want to start up again, which is going to be more audio. And I got Final Draft now. So Final Draft has an area where you can like organize your podcast. So I want to try that out. And I've got a Rumble channel. I got a YouTube channel. I'm on Facebook, Tere Joyce. I'm on TikTok. And each platform has its own thing, and I think like each platform can be different. Can I cross now? Let me see. I probably should just cross. Yeah. So I guess this is like this. There's a lot of churches here around this area. This is a Christian church. Let me see. I'll let you see. Right? I guess it's not. Maybe it's a park that's part of the church. Let me see. Usually they don't want to. It's private property. They usually don't want you to go on it, right? Let me see. Let me turn the camera. Oh, the camera still is on me. Okay. So yeah, there's a few things I want to catch up on, and share on Not My Rabbit Hole. One thing I want to talk about, and I'm just going to tip it off a little bit right now. Here is a table. I'll just sit and talk for a little while here. I'll probably be able to sit here, right? Or maybe over here. It's like more table and chair. That way maybe I can like read what some of you guys are saying. How's my audio? Is it pretty good? Okay. Oh. Well, I can't. It's more shade over here. Hopefully that I can probably sit over here. Okay. That's good, right? That's pretty good. I can just kind of sit like this. Okay, so. Hello. I should have brought my little glasses. TikTok. Yeah. So anyway, go this way. Yeah, I really want to, do some other shows. And one of the, oh wow, I guess I could have shared this, right? Ooh, I could share this to, I just shared this on X, just went boop, and shared it for a second. Just, why not, right? Yeah, I'm at Tere Joyce on X. And there's a lot of things that I could talk about right now, but I don't know, I just don't want to give them that power. It's like, I want to take the power of my YouTube channel back. And a show that I want to talk about, or even I'll talk about it like right now, and I know I'm kind of like, oh, get to the point, Terry. Um, there's a filmmaker named Zeph Daniel who actually was on his podcast one time, like a really long time ago, and I've been in contact with him over time, through Facebook and other applications. I like my hair. I decided to do like a lavender color. It'll wash out. I mean, it's one of those wash-in kind of colors, just for like the fun of it. Yeah. Anyway, um, so he wrote a movie called Society, and it became a cult classic. It originally was like they thought it was too violent for YouTube when it first came out. Um, but it's like I watched it on Tubi. It was when his pen name was Woody Keith at the time, and there's a documentary now called The Darker Side of Society, and it's basically how the elite are in the movie. It's like they're like practically not human, and it goes into a lot of like targeted harassment, gang stalking, happens in the film, and kind of quasi what happened to the Menendez brothers. That rich Beverly Hills um, stuff that goes on. Maybe not just Beverly Hills, but the movers and the shakers. And his movie was early. It was like in the 1980s, so it set that prototype out there. And there now, if you go on Netflix, there's a lot of storylines, even other movie, series called Society, and about how the secret societies and all that kind of stuff. It's a definite plot line now. It's like a movie trope that seems to be really popular at this time. And Zeth was one of the first people to bring this out in the forefront. And I used to listen to Zeth when he was on YouTube, and he talked about gang stalking and targeted harassment, and and now he's on Rumble. He's practically been kicked off of every single channel. But I believe, and he really did. He really does. He really is an artist. His wife, Patricia Daniel, um, is an actress, and she went to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, and then I also went to the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. I think around the time that she was there. I don't think she was there the same time I was, but there's always been that kind of connection that way. And so, anyways, this documentary, he talks about how when he wrote the film, he came out of like a mental institution because, these people drove him to, go into like a mental institution. And he talked about like when he had like published the movie, when it was being shown around to people, there was like, I guess it was a movie house, like a film production company, and I guess one of the assistants knew him and knew of him, and they were like, this movie is real. This really happened to you. And he had such, he was so brainwashed out of it and was so traumatized that he didn't even really remember that what he was writing was based on real. I mean, of course, it goes into them, like there's a big scene, and it's a big monster-like scene, and a big, like, massive orgy that happens, and it's like a big, alien being that morphs on. It goes into them, the imaginary area. Wind's blowing a little bit. But let's go by the tree, right? Oh, the tree. I love trees. Let's take a look at this one. Wow. So you can rent the documentary right now. You can rent it on YouTube, actually. Just look at The Darker Side of Society, or The Dark Side of Society. And it's by Crazed House, and you can rent it here on YouTube. It's like $3.99 or something like that if you want to listen to what I'm talking about. But I mean, a lot of us, or how I started in this community, or in well, I don't know. I mean, am I part of a community? I think on some level I am. I know that a lot of you, some of you that are here at Not My Rabbit Hole, have been, you watch my Freedom of George channel, you know we go back to the Revolution Radio days, or the alt media, that whole era. And, Zeph was coming up around that time, was doing different shows at that time as well. And, I realize that a lot of you probably, know me from back then. And it's kind of like I don't really want to totally move away from some of that subject matter, although I'd like to add new things. But we hear a lot of stories. There's a lot of people who claim to be SRA victims, and there's a guy mouthing off on his channel. I'm just going to say, I am going to talk about David Schroeder for just a second. David Schroeder, while I was celebrating my victory, David Schroeder's out there just saying stuff. He said it. He's been saying it for like a year and a half about me. And it's a lie. None of it's true. And, you look at a David Schroeder and then you look at a Zeph Daniel and you're like, one of these don't really fit. Like, at this point, I don't believe his story. Like, okay, I didn't read his book. Maybe it did happen to him. Maybe he is who he said. Like, he is an SRA victim, but it's still a book that is his own testimony. Like, there's nobody fact checking on anybody on that. And how do you fact check something on like that, right? I mean, in a sense, you're like, okay, it's hard to fact check stuff like that, right? But when you accuse people, innocent people, of crimes they never committed, and I will say that that's happened to me. Like, I've had things said about me that I've never done, I've never been guilty of, and I have zero respect for that. Like, if I know that you're using your platform, and especially if you're going to talk about such a serious nature as the things that he talks about, or crimes against children, or what those things are, and you're not being honest about it, and you're just getting in front of a camera and you're yelling about it and you're falsely accusing people, and I've said this before, you're doing more damage to what's going on and informing the public and really doing something about it. You're doing more damage by using what you did and what your story is to falsely accuse people. And it's disgusting to me. I'm just gonna say it, and I guess I am talking about him. I think he's really the only person that I really feel like addressing today, mainly because of the fact that I mean, I've got 2,000. Now I'm close to 3,000. 2,000 subscribers. I don't have if you were to count up across platforms, maybe I have a pretty big following, or a bigger following. But if you were just looking at YouTube alone, I haven't been on YouTube as long as he has. This channel has not been on YouTube as long as he has. I wasn't able to do a video every single freaking day when I was in college, because I had priorities of other things to get done. And in many ways, the YouTube experience, I wasn't really enjoying it either. I mean, I felt like, there was just, a lot of stuff going on. And then I thought, well, why should I deny my own creativity? Like, why should I deny, what I could offer? Why should I deny the people that are subscribed to me, that did come to my channel for the reasons that they did? Why should I, deny them the best I can be on this channel? I mean, I certainly went to school to, be a better videographer and, better podcaster and a writer and all those other things. So I feel like now it's time to apply those things and just kind of ignore it. Like, it's like, hey, so yeah, all right, they're saying it about me. Like they're probably gonna even after this, they're probably gonna continue doing it. But I know now, and I think like when those things happen, like when you're getting like, because it felt like right before I was gonna graduate, that it was just full on hitting me, hitting me, hitting me, hitting me, hitting me, right? I mean, there was, Denise Matteau on Rumble. They're going to call up, they're going to, like, we're going to take you legally down at your job, which my job has nothing to do with this or anything, right? I mean, just all this stuff going on. And I'm going to give myself a pat on the back. I was able to stay focused and finish. And this kind of stuff went on for me, like, for 2.5 years, almost the entire time I've been, I went to get my degree. All of this, I mean, and a lot of you witnessed it. I mean, I don't think everybody that, is on my, my YouTube channel knows about it, but a lot of you witnessed what happened. And I think that, the main goal is to distract you, to make it so you're not going to succeed, make it so that you're going to fall apart, so that you can't go to that next level of being a legitimate journalist, right? I'm not going to get that success because, if I become professional, then that's going to be a threat to them because I'm the person that has credibility. And I think even just graduating makes me have credibility because, like, I know what the SPF code of ethics are. I know, like, what now, what to do, how to be a critical thinker, that you are going to try to be as accurate as possible in the, the things that you report to people or the things that you say on your YouTube channel, because you're here to, like, try to, like, inform and be honest and be truthful in what you do. And that's my goal. I mean, I've gone to school for that. So, when you do have that degree, that does give you credibility, than somebody who's just grifting on their channel, talking shit about people and going, oh, by the way, go ahead and, support me. I mean, if you're exposing people for being grifters or liars, like, for example, like what Stephen Cambion's doing with David Wilcock. I mean, like, David Wilcock is literally saying, like, similar things and doing similar tactics that David Schroeder does on people. False accusations, they're going to be arrested, all this kind of stuff. And it's a pattern. And honestly, I want to make sure this is okay. Honestly, I guess I should be looking at what you're saying. Yes, okay. Congrats on your graduation. Thank you. Hi, Rui. Zeph Doc looks amazing. It is amazing. It is amazing, Rui. And, if I highly recommend spending the $3.49 or the $3.99 or whatever it is that you can do to watch it here on YouTube. I would do it. Remember, I'm going to do it again. I don't know if you would, but I would love to interview Zeph. I really would. I would love, like, that would be somebody that I would love to do, like, a professional show with and talk to him about it. Because I'm interested, of course, in film. I've taken 2 film classes, and well, I wrote a couple of sordid screenplays that everybody wants to criticize me for, but I did do 2 screenplay writing classes, and one of my screenplay writing classes, I got big compliments on. I was told it was funny and that I should keep going, and the professor, even though, because I'm still be on campus, I can come to him next, in the fall and get more notes on it. And, I've decided that I'm going to finish writing it for the summer. Or at least what they say is you vomit up your first draft. Like, you vomit it on the page, and then it's like rewrite and rewrite and rewrite. Let me make sure I have this on here clipped good. Okay. So, in a way, what he does and who he is, and, like, I love to listen to or hear the process, the creative process, like, how a story has a basis of truth sometimes. That's why I like creative nonfiction writing, because, you're using creative tropes in your writing, but, it's based on truth, or, your story. and I'm really into that. There's a squirrel over there. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe you can't see it. I feel like a squirrel whisperer. I did a TikTok video. It's like, you know, you take a photo and then the photo moves a little bit, and then but it was like when I went to the we had a meet and greet with the new staff for the Collegian, and you know, I brought one of those assorted cheesecake trays, and I had it set down. But apparently the squirrel smelt it and was like came right up on my bag, like right up, like it was gonna go for that cheesecake, but it didn't get any of it. So. Um, but anyway, I want to thank you guys, like those of you who've like, you know, come in here for just a second. And you know, if you do like my channel, please like and subscribe. And after this video, when I get done, I will add the links of where else you can find me online. I was thinking about getting a Substack, and it's like it's a micro blogging website, and you know, I like to do a little micro blogging as well. And this summer, you know, I'm going to work on my portfolio and my resume and doing more YouTube videos, and you know, getting back into doing the shows and the streams and everything. And I'm really excited to bring you some content that, you know, I'm going to be proud of. If you notice, or that you would enjoy, that you will find valuable, like the drama and stuff is enough. It's enough. I'm not interested in engaging with every little single accusation. um, I watched a video by Chase Hughes, and you know, he said, you know, when you feel like you have to explain everything or explain yourself or do this or that, you're like giving your power away. And you know, it's not. I'm not here, like, I know I'm not guilty of those things, so I'm not here to like exonerate myself and you know, and argue with their points against me. But I am interested in reporting on what is all involved with that and how it plays into American politics. That's interesting to me. Why? The why factor, and the fact that they all have a pattern. I've noticed a pattern in their videos, in the things that they say, and how they go about, how they navigate, which I want to go into more detail. My question is the why factor. Like, what makes David Schroeder say the things that he's saying on his channel? Like, is he just like an absolute lying grifter who has no consciousness about what he's doing, or care about what he's saying, and that he's just all about those little bit of money that he has to supplement his income, and he doesn't care who he slays, who he lies about to do it? Or is he, or are people like him, you know, that might not be emotionally or mentally well? Are they weaponized by other people that use that person, so that when they are yelling and screaming and lying about you or whatever, they believe it because somebody else influenced them to believe it? And they maybe gave him a gift, like a money or whatever, you know, like a lot of these people that do the bidding for somebody, right? Or is influenced by somebody, or politicized by somebody, weaponized by somebody. Usually they gave them some sort of gift or money too as well. That also goes into the paradigm of that. So if that's actually happening, that's also interesting. As if like a person can become a target, they see a weakness or they see a possibility in somebody, and they go after them and they prey on them, and maybe they even use like a certain levels of mind control and manipulation and spirituality, you know, like cult-like kind of behavior. And I mean, when I look at it, it looks like a lot of that kind of stuff is going on, that people get weaponized against each other. Um, Anyway, that's kind of like one of my theories of what might be going on. Probably gonna start to like walk back. I really wasn't meaning. Oh, there it is. The squirrel's up there. There it is. Wait. Wonder if I could. I don't know. I can't see it. There it is. Way up there. Okay, bring that back. So I'm gonna start to walk back. Nice to get out. Sun very bright. Let me see. Progressive Christian Church. Let's see. Huh. Maybe I'll have to come sometime. So, maybe I'll cross the street here. I'll go across on the other way. I don't know. I was kind of like watching some other people change up their videos by walking or being outside. Woo. Gotta watch your step though. That is really important. Maybe I will cross here. Like I think there's more shade on the other side. It's hard for me to see my screen. So what have you been watching on Netflix? I was able to do like a bunch of Netflix But I better wait for the traffic here. Like the signal isn't working. Wow. Of course, like right when I want to cross, I can't. I want to just jump out. That would be horrific. Okay. We made it. Let me show you what we can look at here. So yeah, I'll bring my links and I'll probably have a live stream, maybe like probably by Monday I'll be back here again doing I'll do another stream. I'll do it like a regular show. You know, I'll send out a notification and hopefully you will join me on that stream. And I have like a clear bag. You can see my key and my clicker to get into the apartment building. You know, the graduation was at the Save Mart Center, and you had to have clear bags to go in. And this is the bag that my aunt gave my mom, and then my mom gave it to me because, you know, she was like, you're probably going to need it more than I would because, you know, like when you go to concerts and stuff like that, you have to have a clear bag. But Oh, here's the golden hour. Here's where the hour before sunset, where everything has a beautiful orangey kind of glow, like when you want to do photography. And it's, if you want a certain effect, you want to come out like the hour before sunrise and the hour before sunset, because you just have this beautiful lighting that happens during the, oh, I just love this building. I want to photograph it again. See the bus go by? Ah, that is just beautiful. Palm trees in Fresno. I hope you guys are doing good, that you're healthy and happy and enjoying life. Because we're only on the planet for so long, right? Might as well make the most out of it. Definitely. And I'm excited to really spend some time on bringing more media, creating new things, writing stories, getting new employment. And I don't know, I feel like as an older person, I actually blossomed. You know, I learned, and I think that you can do that at any age. And why should we be limited about where you might take your talents to, right? Why not? Now this church is kind of interesting. I'm going to show you. Hold on, my ear itched. Ooh. One of these churches, there's like two churches out here. One of them has like this crab bake or something like that. Somebody told me that, and I'm like, well, I want to go to a crab. I want to go to a crab bake. Yeah, definitely. So, I don't know how many people have tuned in. Oh, why pay attention? Problem with like doing, you know, like videos like this, like the screen just looks so dark right now. Hey, Nathan Stillman. Hi. You know what? You kind of I have to admit, Nathan, I watched a couple of your videos where you were walking, and I'm like, you know, I'm going to do a walking video. So you actually inspired me, to be honest with you. And I hope you're doing well. I really do. Oh, I just don't, you know what? I want to have love in my heart. You know, I just want to expand and talk about stuff and bring interviews. Okay, I'm going to have a special guest coming up pretty soon. It's kind of a surprise. He's coming to Fresno. He's from the UK. And we're going to meet up here. And so I'll let you know. He's coming to Fresno. He's already booked to stay in a hotel room. He's going to contact in the desert. And he's going to be here. And so I'm going to do shows with him in person. And I was thinking, well, where are we going to take him to? Like, I got to, like, find places. Like, there's a couple of places that I like to go to. Like, I like to do karaoke. I mean, you know, I've uploaded a few videos of me singing and everything. And so, I don't know, maybe we'll take him to karaoke. We have a place, we have a park called Woodward Park here. It's gorgeous. I think that would be really great. And we have something called the Tower District. It's the artsy area. Great downtown area. We have an art district, and it's more culture here than you would think it is. You know, it's I mean, not YouTube, but Fresno is an interesting town. It's where I grew up. I grew up in Fresno. I'm from Fresno. Hey, man! See, the people are friendly. They see you with a selfie stick and they're out there ready to wave at you. Anyway, I think I'm gonna say goodbye. And let me just say this to everybody who's watching a lot of things. Pay attention to people's energy. Like, is it positive? Do you feel good? Do you trust what they say? Double check on information. Just don't take things for face value. But I also like to keep my mind open about things that people say. You know, like, okay, you know what? I'll put that in the interesting box. But not things that are like malicious and meant to harm people. Yeah, we gotta stop that. Wow. Nice group of people. Okay. Nice crowd showed up. Have a great, it's Memorial Day weekend. Can you believe it? Have a great weekend, you guys. And when you're streaming, I'll come to your chat too. Jane Tones. Thank you for congratulating me for graduating. Yeah, I'm super stoked about that. I mean, when you set a goal on something and you go through it, and you know, it was a journey. Like, I had some tough times, you know, lost my living arrangement when I first moved out here, was a little bit bumpy on that, but I made it, and I learned so many things. It changed my perspective. You know, it's good to go back and learn about history and just know things. I think the one thing that I learned the most, especially like being a journalist, and I took some ethnic study classes, I learned Hmong culture, and it just makes you understand people. It makes you, I don't know, care about people more. I feel more compassionate. Like, I want to give a voice to the voiceless. I think that's admirable work, right? Oh, like, hey, now I got 5 people now. 4 likes. Thank you. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.